Hello, Lifeline prayer partners. I'm so grateful for you and the way that you continue to stand with us in prayer. I want to take a few minutes to celebrate first what God did last month and invite you into what we're believing for this month. Does that sound good? All right, let's go. Start with the praise here is that last month was crazy. Gonna talk about January was amazing. We just came out of 21 days of prayer and fasting and concluded with a worship night full of testimonies. God moved in people's hearts and restored hope for people and reminded us that He still speaks and He's still healing. Such a powerful time. And we launched into life groups and our new series called Unshakable. And the response has been really, really good. People are not just coming to church, they're leaning in and getting connected. And maybe the biggest miracle of all, as soon as we launched 3 services, yes, we did launch 3 services in January. Of course, you know that, prayer partners. God basically filled them up right away. So instead of going to 3 services and it just spread people out, it was like angels in the outfield, and we built it and they came. We added a service and then it was just full. Our attendance jumped from the 220s in December to almost 300 during January. It's not marketing, I'll tell you that. It's God building His church. I mean, we're not giving away large appliances over here. I mean, it's just something God is doing. It's amazing. And I want to thank you for praying. These are answers to prayer, seeds planted for years and years and years, and God is starting to show up and show out in some amazing ways. Now I want to share with you some needs that we have. So you're my prayer partner, so that means I'm asking you to lean in a little bit and pray a little bit harder than the average person. I'm hoping you will. First thing I want to ask you for is praying for high engagement in our life groups as they continue to roll out all the way to Easter. This is where attenders become connected and where people find real community in our church. I want you to pray that no one would fall through the cracks and that relationships would truly deepen. Second, I want you to pray that these new people would come through Starting Point so that they can discover their purpose and step into being a lifeline to others. And this is where attenders become members, become family. Third, pray against the schemes of the enemy. I probably don't have to explain this to you. If you're a prayer warrior, you understand that when good things are happening and blessings are being poured out and God's advancing the kingdom, there's usually some opposition there. There's spiritual opposition. So we're not dumb. We're not foolish or blind to the enemy's schemes. So I just want you to pray that God would keep our camp surrounded, so to speak, and keep Lifeline Church safe. The enemy hates what God is doing. Obviously, he would love to bring division, discouragement, or even distraction to slow the advancement of His kingdom. And we're asking God to protect the unity, joy, and momentum that we are enjoying right now. Fourth, I want to pray for our next, this is big, okay? Can you just, with me for just a second? I'd like you to join me in praying for our next location as a church. We're already starting to outgrow our current space. We added a 3rd service, and like I said, it filled up right away. We just can't stay forever, and I just am asking that you would truly and deeply pray that God would open all the right doors, and that when He does, we would have the faith and confidence to walk through those doors. That's a big one. I snuck it in there, but it's really, really big. Fifth, I want you to pray for our upcoming marriage conference. When Robbie Booth is coming out, that's going to be just amazing. If the marriages and families of our church are going to be healthy, then everything is going to be all right, basically, is how I feel about it. I just want you to pray that marriages will be strengthened, healed, and renewed. And finally, last thing is I'll be traveling out of state for a couple days this month for a leadership gathering. And I just would love for you to pray that I would receive wisdom, insight, and clear direction that will help lead Lifeline into what's next. As always, if you got any prayer requests, I'd love to pray with you. I don't get very many prayer requests here, but I'm inviting you to change that. If you got prayer requests, drop in the comments, respond to the email. There's a form linked in the email and in the post, so you should have lots of ways to do it. I'll see it somewhere or another. If you have a prayer request or even a praise report, you can leave it in those comments, submit it through the form, whatever you want. I just want to thank you again for standing with the church, standing with Lifeline. Together we're watching God change lives, families in our city. Thank you again, prayer partners. And from the bottom of my heart, we love you. And I'm so grateful for you. God bless.